Hello, Assalamu alaikum Fatma.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm good.
Great. So before we dive into the interview, let me provide you with an overview of Startup Sadik. Sadik will disrupt the traditional commerce experience, bridging the gap between sellers and buyers by optimal user engagement and personalized shopping through artificial intelligence and augmented reality. So this interview is regarding an online shopping experience totally related to you. What challenges do you face and everything like that. So let's begin with the interview.
Sure.
So when it comes to making purchasing decision for household goods, so who typically take the responsibility in your household?
I think it's my mom and my sister mostly because they are the ones who have to do things and I'm the lazy one out of it. But I usually help them out in getting things sorted because sometimes my sister is in the meetings and then she can't and my amma is not that tech savvy. So she wouldn't use the phone, but agar unko grocery karna hoga, then she would go out and do it. But for that, even now physically, she needs some help.
Okay, so as the world is evolving, we have shifted from in-store to online shopping, especially after the COVID. Like we all prefer, sitting at home and order it. So like before we used to get products going to Hyperstar and Carrefour, but now we have so many options available like Daraz and Panda Mart. So have you seen that shift in your household, or is just no?
I have seen that shift because from early on, again, I would give an example that my household has a very different experience with technology-driven things because my sister started off as in like e-commerce, right?
Okay.
So she had an experience of Food Panda.
Alright.
She worked with L'Oreal. She worked with Daraz. So when Daraz came, she was in the initial years of Daraz present there, right? Before the takeover and everything. So our experience has been very different with all these things. And during COVID, as you rightfully mentioned, everything was just so scary for us to go out and be out there risking our lives, risking other people as well. So we definitely opted for online deliveries and the apps that worked the best was Food Panda. Again, there was an earlier app that was I can't remember the name of, but they haven't discontinued, but they were also doing very great in Pakistan, but they shut down. Grocery and everything, I think these apps work the best, but for other experiences I might think that they're a little iffy, right? So, and I even don't think that there are many apps that offer any other services other than like carpooling apps, like hailing apps, or delivery apps. This is it for Pakistan right now.
Yeah, definitely. Also, like you have mentioned about the grocery, what about clothing? Like, do you prefer going in store or online?
Of course online, because it just makes your life a bit easier in terms of the color you want, right? I don't I'm just again experimenting with different and new colors, so I would just cut off all the colors and filters जो मेरे पास already हैं, like black, whites, these blues. I have ton of blue in my closet, so I don't want any other blue, so I won't even look at it. It is very easy for me to sort it out by pricing or have any other filters. And alhamdulillah, in like after COVID, again I have seen the shift that many websites have been upgraded from not having filters to having filters, right? So before that, if the sale goes on, right, and you want to shop, it was even then difficult for me to sort it out, maybe with the pricing filter. Okay, I want something under 5,000. I have a budget. I have a cap of that, and I want some color. Then the app wouldn't, then the website wouldn't respond to it, right?
Yes.
But then now, the websites now are very responsive. Each and every, like I'm into clothing websites more, but now they're very responsive.
So how frequently do you shop online, and what products do you get for yourself?
Oh god, that is a very upfront question. I usually go for clothing.
Okay.
Because for shoes, it's a varying size for me. I fit from around 38 to 41.
Okay.
Because I have a wider foot, which is why I face that difficulty. That is why I have to try on every shoe that I buy.
So you prefer like getting shoes in store.
Yes, in store, because the comfort level as well, it depends way like heavily on going to the store as compared to getting it online, because I have ordered like a bunch of shoes online, then there was pricing difficulty as well as the quality of it.
And I believe there are like things you cannot just get it online, like shoes, okay, you have to like check it over there. Makeup
it's the experience. I believe it's experience.
In makeup, even if you are trying for the first time, to aapko jaakar
you
check
don't know the shades.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God. But in stores now, even that I faced recently for companies that are not like in production in Pakistan, they don't have their testers anymore.
I know. How are we supposed to get it?
Like I came to the store just to
see
have that thing, right? Because the again, packaging has a different shade on it as compare it, like depends on the skin tone as well, your lips and everything, like mostly for the lipsticks and foundations. I believe
makeup is a very sensitive decision that you're making, and one thing I have noticed कि अगर makeup in stores में जाके आप try करते हो, इतनी lights होती हैं वहाँ पर, and when you get home and you try it, you look completely different.
I have never gotten a perfect shade for myself.
That happens.
I've never done that. But again, the question you were asking was clothing, of course. And how frequently? I am always there looking for sales. I mostly buy from sales. And I am a firm believer that you can get like good deals of sales. Because pehle it was a very gimmicky thing for Pakistan. They didn't usually have legit sales. It was mostly they used to hike up the prices. And then they used to have the actual tags on it.
I haven't witnessed this thing, like, because I am a frequent shopper. मैं बहुत जाती हूँ Lucky One, or I know the prices already. और फिर मैं जब sale में देखती हूँ तो इन्होंने बढ़ाया हुआ है.
I did see that last time. This happens a lot, and I think in again a few years, let it pass more तो और ज़्यादा, जैसे we see abroad, उनकी sales are amazing. It comes once a year or twice a year, but they are big. So I think we are also moving to that part of it. Like we have now huge sales. Sapphire Khadi didn't used to have sales, but now they do. Right? They're reopening the store at Dolmen Mall, Tariq Road, Sapphire, and they have a 35 off. So like flat 35
that's
off.
great. Even abhi bhi aap chale jao to her store mein you can see up to 50%, 30%. That's great.
Pehle this wasn't the case. It was mostly 10, 20 and that on selected items.
Exactly.
Now usually the stores go on for like everything. I know.
So which platform do you use for shopping? Are there any specific brands like you tend to shop, or you try on different?
Mostly I believe on having like different colors. So I would literally go from one side to another, jumping from this to that. But usually that I end up buying is the ones that I already own. Like Khadi, Sapphire, Image, Ethnic, Beach Tree sometimes now. But it's very hit and miss wala situation. Their fabric is too thick for me. It's too thick.
And I feel like Beach Tree for me is like too childish. Baby stuff.
They have changed their target market. Exactly. They're more towards the little people. We have grown.
Also, have you ever shopped from Facebook groups? Like there are plenty of groups out there on Facebook, and there are registered sellers as well जो अपने like marketing के लिए या selling purpose के लिए जो registered करते हैं for themselves. So have you ever seen or tried those?
I have seen it, but always I just tend to look at it and not believe it because कभी मैंने actually देखा नहीं है, right? So I only trust those brands that I have already like been in touch with. ठीक है, online of course they would be selling good stuff. I have seen some pages that sell like good shadi replicas and everything wo jo like designer suits hote hain, but it all seems too good to be true. Right? क्योंकि आपने क्वालिटी कभी देखी नहीं होती and then you never know that if I get something and then I claim it कि oh it's not alright, then what the reaction is. Because for me I personally believe that when you go to the seller, they have a very different behavior. And when you go to them again for anything which would be maybe inconvenient for them, like size change करवानी है, quality समझ नहीं आई, replace करवाना है, something along those lines, even if the product is faulty, then again they have a lot of questions, and the behavior is shifted from आए बाजी to क्या हो गया बाजी. Yeah, तो
and I believe like Facebook के groups I guess बहुत ज़्यादा फ्रॉड की तरफ भी जा रहे हैं. यू कैन नॉट क्लेम बिकॉज आपने एक पर्टिकुलर सेलर से लिया जिसका कोई एक ऐप नहीं है, एंड दे विल बी लाइक
again the trust building is very like a key element of it, that people usually go for those who have maybe recommended by someone. If you have recommended me something, then I'm like, oh, okay, now I can look at it because you have already experienced it, right? Or somebody from your surrounding would tell you, then you can only trust. This is a very experiential kind of buying. It is not that I have had experiences with them, but maybe others have. And it is good experience, but sometimes it's hit and miss again.
Okay, we have talked a lot on like clothing. I just want to know about accessories and makeup and skincare. So you like it, or do you like to shop it online, or no, you're just a clothing person?
Because see, again, for skincare, at first there was a boom of skincare in Pakistan. I also followed that trend and fucked up pretty bad. I'm so sorry, but so I messed up with my skin pretty bad, and the reaction of it was I learned a lot to what products we can use and what is not for Pakistani market, because mostly products for skincare, again, I tend to believe the international ones.
Definitely. And that's how you are becoming aware of the Pakistani market and the brands, and you cannot go for the products just kisi ne bataya to.
I agree because international ones are made for international skins.
Definitely.
And for first time user, we don't usually believe that. ठीक है, तो हमारी skin, हमारी humidity, everything is way different, and then it reacts to on your skin.
And your skin is very sensitive, तो आप हर चीज़ नहीं apply कर सकते.
Agreed. So I just dipped into the skincare wali cheese, and then I figured out something that some of the things work out for me, and they are usually from online platforms. Right? It is Hi-Fi. ठीक है. There is another platform I can't remember. Bagallery. Okay. That is also good. Then there is a Facebook page. That my sister recommended me. I can't remember the name of it as well, but that was also like they send legit products. So for skincare, for makeup, I have been relying on them.
So you trust online?
Few recommended ones. Again, the experience matters for me a lot, because for me, if I waste like 8,000 for a fake product, what is wrong with me? Exactly. Right? Because all these products are not like cheap for us, because they're not being made in Pakistan. They're getting delivered from somewhere else, then it has additional cost to it. If you're getting from an online platform, they will also keep the cut for themselves. I understand that, but it so mostly the products we get are not considered very high-end products in international markets, but for Pakistanis it is considered like a high-end product. Just giving an example of CeraVe, it's very cheap, right? But when I get a face wash, it is for 8,000 or 9,000.
Like अब तो ये हो गया कि यहाँ पर भी sellers जो हैं they order it from like बाहर से कम prices में, and then sell it अपना काफी सारा margin रख के.
Then again, they have a business model sorted out. Why wouldn't
somebody do that?
So when there's a demand, they would of course get it from somewhere and then make profits off of it. These what else? Accessories. Okay. So a friend of mine has suggested me a page that looks very cool. Is very cheap. It's an online platform, and they have a website. They have Instagram, Facebook, everything. I will order it. I have not yet dipped into the accessories wala part, because I usually don't wear anything. But again, I am just changing myself to be the fancy person who is put together and looks a certain way. So I'm just trying to be that.
Okay, that's great. So how important is the user experience when you shop for household goods? Like, do you find it easy to navigate through social commerce or e-commerce platforms?
I do find it very easy. Now they have made it very convenient for us to navigate, as I talked about, the filters, sorting, everything. It is very easy to get in the categories. They have predefined categories and everything. So I think it is very easy. And mostly people don't usually trust Daraz, but then they have another option called certified by Daraz, trusted by Daraz wala thing, Daraz Mall. So I have now been going on that side of Daraz, and Alhamdulillah, my experience has been very good with Daraz.
Great. Yeah. So when it comes to building trust with a brand, what factors do you consider important? Before diving into this, I want to ask, have you ever been into any scam or like kuch order karwaya and the product's not up to mark, delivery problems?
Yeah, I actually have. So basically, one time I ordered again skincare, and then the delivery got late. It was a Facebook page that I messaged the girl who was handling it. She said, "Oh, okay, there must have been some like misunderstanding. किसी और address पे चला गया है, हाँ आपको भिजवा." I was like, okay, fine. I understand. Like, these things happen, right? Yeah. I was like, okay, आप मुझे tracking number दे दें. She was like, oh, that we can't provide. वो हमारे लिए होता है ये वो. I was like, चलो ठीक है. I trust you, fine. And in that point of time, I had already paid for it.
Oh, okay.
Right? It was full delivery made. जब भी आपको order करना है तो ही आपका order dispatch होगा and all. तो मैंने कहा चलो ठीक है. Let's wait it out. Again, like 2 or 3 days later, I again messaged her. She was like, oh, आपका product वापस आ गया, हमने आपकी location पे भिजवाया था, but there was nobody to receive it.
Exactly.
मैंने कहा कि भाई, I was home, my mom was home. So what time did you?
Exactly.
क्योंकि in my apartments there's the reception desk that everybody has to go past it, right? और उसमें registration वगैरह entry होती है. तो I have a record, I have camera. So I was just asking for the timing of it, right?
Yeah, so that you can check.
Yes. She got very defensive about it. And then she didn't give me a concrete answer, blah blah. She was like, आपके पैसे refund हो जाएंगे और आप मतलब I can't send you the product, blah blah. I was like, okay, refund me that.
But that's really bad.
Again,
if you are not loyal to your customer, then what's the point?
I had to wait for like 2-3 days. I'm like, where's my money? वो app नहीं चल रही. So there was a
delay,
like 1 महीना involved in all this.
And it gets really frustrated. Like, why you keep like asking them again and again?
But in the end, she sent me the product, and after it was a lipstick and a mascara, and both of them dried out way too quickly.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think they were just like there was a little grace period of getting expired वाली चीज, तो वो हुआ था. But I never ordered from her again, of course.
Yeah, why would you do that? Yeah. So now coming back to the questions. So when it comes to building trust, what factors do you consider now? Okay.
I believe in recommendations pretty up there. It's like number 1. Again, I was not a shopper because recently I have been earning, so the independency also came from there, that I can spend my own money, I can make my own decisions. And before that, I was heavily relying on my sister, my father, my brother, everyone else but myself. I did not used to shop ever. And for me, going somewhere is also an hassle because I don't like crowded places that much. So when I was introduced to online platforms, that was the greatest achievement I unlocked. I was like, okay, this makes my life,
for me.
This makes my life easier. I can see everything, I can sort everything, I can see the colors, I can see the pricing, everything is easier for me, right? Then again, the payment methods, right? how easy you can pay. How easy the user experience is कि अगर आपने वेबसाइट पे कोई चीज़ पसंद की है वो मेरी कार्ट में आ गया है, then what? How do they take me from there? And if I leave something in my cart, how usually do they remind me of it?
Definitely.
So that also is a big motivator for me कि अगर मैंने कोई वेबसाइट पे चीज़ छोड़ दी है, maybe I was busy, I just like closed the tabs, मेरे बस फिर कोई notification आया, तो that is the case for me.
Like I have like asked all about the advantages. Now I want to know what you consider disadvantage of an online shopping.
Again, the quality, yeah, because kabhi you expect something like this yellow looks way too good on the model, and when you receive it, it's not the actual yellow in the picture. So it is again the picture quality, everything, the transparency of the service or the product is very important. If you are selling something, you have to be upfront, legit about it कि कपड़ा कौन सा है, size क्या है, ये क्या है, वो क्या है. So everything about it should be mentioned in the descriptions. Another disadvantage that I have been seeing on online platforms, they don't write descriptions of their products. Empty. Yes, that is very important. That is very important because sometimes when you look through कपड़ा ही नहीं लिखा हुआ,
how are you gonna know through a picture?
Okay, winter summer लिखा हुआ, how would I know? I want lawn, maybe I want cotton. तो वो चीज़ एक होती है कि अगर description में भी लिख देना, कपड़ों का तो चलने सही है, but for other products as well, like on Daraz, I ordered a steamer for my amma. And मैंने order किया, it was for $250.
Okay.
It looked good. बहुत सारा उसका वो था, रिव्यू वगैरह हर चीज़ थी. मैंने ऑर्डर कर लिया एंड इट लिटरली केम और वो मेरी मतलब पाम के साइज पे फिट हो रहा था. It is this small, it's just the face humidifier टाइप की चीज़ थी, मतलब बिल्कुल छोटा सा था. तो I was like, okay. So these things have dimensions वगैरह, description is very important.
पूरी description हो तो we can make our decision.
Yes.
So how influential are recommendations from social media when it comes to making a purchase? Nowadays we know there are a lot of influencers in the market, like Instagram वगैरह पर भी. So do you think they influence you? Like as you mentioned कि कोई recommend कर देता तो you tend to rely on that. So,
yeah, I actually don't follow any influencers. I mostly tend to believe on my surroundings wali experience or unki recommendations. I don't go off about if a YouTuber said this, if this person said that, then I will go by it. No, that is not the case for me. But if you told me something ke, oh, you should try that, it is good, even in food, even in clothing, makeup, anything, I would trust you more than a person who is working online, because there are a lot of things going on the back end. Maybe they're like funded by them, maybe there's some like free products involved.
Maybe they're just doing it for the sake of doing it their job.
The number as well, that everybody is reviewing this product. So I have to also review the product so that masses can see that I am also in the trend. It's just a little off-putting for me because there have been a lot of cases like that ke log aise without even take an example of Fair and Lovely. Have you seen their ads?
I have.
The actors who put Fair and Lovely on their face, do you think they would be using that?
No, I don't think so. That's marketing.
So for me,
it should be someone you trust and you think unki recommendations are honest.
That's not truthful.
So last but not the least, if you could design a social commerce platform tailored to your needs, so what features would you like to see?
I would like to see a more transparent kind of process where the descriptions, everything is written as if it is a personal thing for like you or me. If you are writing about yourself, the experience should be that comforting for someone that anybody could just hop in. Okay, this is very easy. Like ये तो अम्मी खुद figure out कर लेगी. वो वाली चीज़ कि I don't have to worry about my dad's credit card information being like sold to strangers. कि उनकी security इतनी अच्छी होनी चाहिए कि again, there was a case in IKEA, if you remember.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, तो ऐसी चीजें कभी कभी आपको these are the making or breaking वाली चीज
stuff, exactly.
I never use IKEA again.
Yeah, definitely, because एक trust होता है.
Even if the information wasn't there, मतलब मेरे किसी भी cards की information नहीं थी. I deleted the app. I never installed it again. So what alternative do I have now? I have Food Panda.
Yeah, makes sense.
So उनका जो delivery app है वो चल रहा है, तो it's okay. Yeah, I can find an alternative better than relying on a company or an app who has already done something, right? That is the only thing that I believe, that security should be like pretty high, that you should actually value your customer base, that they are that important for you, that you will go do like make good things for them.
Definitely. Yeah, completely makes sense. All right, thank you so much. I guess that's it from your side. Also, thank you so much for taking out your time for this interview. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.